Hello boys and girls, Mrs. McPherson here. Today I'm going to show you how to add mixed numbers with unlike denominators. Just to review, a mixed number is a number that has a whole number and a fraction all together as one number, okay? So the steps for adding mixed numbers is very similar to the steps of just adding fractions with unlike denominators. You just have the additional step of adding your whole numbers together. Okay, so let's go to our first step, which is find the least common denominator. Okay, so here I have 1 1/4 plus 2 1/3. So what I'm finding the least common denominator of is the 4 and the 3, because those are my common denominators. So let's make a chart. Okay. Fill in our multiples of both of those numbers. So I'll start with 4. So 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, and I'm going to continue until I have my multiples. Okay, now I will do the 3. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to find the least common denominator. So I need to find the smallest number that they both have in common. And in this case, it is 12. Okay, so my next step is I need to rename these fractions so they have that common denominator. So I'm going to rewrite my two fractions, 1 1/4, 2 1/3, and I want to rewrite it so I have a fraction now that will have a 12 in the denominator. Okay, so you need to ask yourself, what do I need to multiply by 4 to get the 12? And the answer is 3. And remember, whatever you do to the bottom, you must also do to the top. Okay, so 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 3 is 3. So 1 1/4 becomes 1 3/12. Notice how my whole number does not change. It stays the same. Okay, now let's do the same thing for 2 1/3. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. So 2 1/3 becomes 2 4/12. Okay, your last step is to add. Now I find it's easiest to add mixed numbers when you write them vertically. So write them up and down. So I'm going to write 1 3/12 plus 2 4/12. And as an answer, I get 3 plus 4 is 7. And remember, you keep the denominator the same. And then you add your whole number. 1 plus 2 is 3. So your answer to 1 1/4 plus 2 1/3 is 3 7/12. And that is adding mixed numbers with unlike denominators.